wastaghfirullah, and continue to ask forgiveness of Allah. Wastaghfirullah. Inna Allaha ghafurur rahim. No doubt Allah is extremely forgiving, always merciful. Now istighfar at the end of the surah, the hikmah in it is two-dimensional. There are two deeds that should be followed up by istighfar. On the one hand, there's ibadah, qiyamul layl, the closest you can get to Allah, and the ultimate dua you can make in that is what? Istighfar. You're closest to Allah, the best thing you can do for yourself, I can do for myself, is ask Allah to forgive. There's plenty that we need to get forgiven. There's no shortage of that. Then on the other hand, when you do a good deed, when you do a project, when you do some kind of service to deen, then at the conclusion of that project, what do you do again? Astaghfirullah. Ask Allah to forgive. Ask Allah to forgive. That's the mentality of a believer. The good deeds are ways for him or her to work towards forgiveness. And this mention at the end is so full, is so many wisdoms in it. One of them that I'd like to share with you is that Allah is talking about rewards. Allah is talking, you're going to do this, you're going to get reward, it's going to be better than what you did, etc. Give me a loan. All of this alludes to Jannah, doesn't it? All of it alludes to Jannah. But how are you going to get to Jannah if you're not even forgiven? So start with the priority. Priority number one is what? Get forgiven. This whole story doesn't even begin if forgiveness isn't there. If you didn't ask for forgiveness and you didn't get forgiven, then your good deeds are nowhere. You got to get out of the debit before you talk about the credit. Simple accounting. Wastaghfirullah, inna Allaha ghafurur rahim. And the names of Allah too, Ghafurun Rahim, subhanallah. Ghafur gets rid of sins. Rahim enters you into Jannah and Allah's care. Rahim, I told you before, comes from Rahim, the womb. The womb. The womb is a place where all of the baby's needs are what? They're taken care of. It's protected, He's taken care of. Jannah will be a place where we are in Allah's mercy. Okay? فَادْخُلِي فِي عِبَادِي وَادْخُلِي جَنَّتِي. Just go, enter my Jannah, enter my care. Enter that garden. But before, Ghafur. First you get forgiven, then you qualify. In other words, whatever good deeds you did, you were expecting reward, but the reward will always exceed the expectation. And whatever good deed you did, with Allah, the record will show that it was better than you actually did it. You thought you got an 85 and there you'll see 150. Where did that come from? Oh, that's fadla min Allah. Bonus points from Allah for every good deed. You'll find the deed itself merited as better than what you did. You'll find the deed itself better, and therefore you'll find it even greater in terms of reward. And combining the two meanings, you know what that means? First of all, we find the record of our good deeds better than we had actually done them, out of Allah's mercy. Then on top of that, He pays us more than even the better ones recorded. وَأَعْظَمَ أَجْرًا. On top of that. وَيُمْدِدْكُمْ. And if you just ask Allah for forgiveness, He will extend you. بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ. With money and children.